Welcome back to News Geelong on this Friday evening. Barwon Health held an informative breakfast this week at Barwon Edge to launch the Barwon Health Strategic Plan for 2010 to 2015. The new CEO, Dr David Ashbridge, spoke to News Geelong about his vision for Barwon Health to be Australia's leading regional health service. And I'm joined with the CEO of Barwon Health, Dr David Ashbridge, and you've spoken this morning at the business breakfast about the strategic plan for Barwon Health for the next 5 years. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, this is a very exciting day for Barwon Health. This is a plan for, as you said, for 5 years, which is going to address the challenges that the Barwon residents are going to encounter over the next few years. They're quite substantial, but we're very, very lucky in that we'll be able to focus on those challenges by working with the leaders of Geelong, with partnership with various other providers. We're doing it on a foundation of very good facilities, strong commitment from government, and building on a commitment to be prepared to do things differently to improve our health outcomes. So there's a real openness around Barwon Health, a real preparedness to work with others to achieve the outcomes for the residents of Barwon. This is much more than a Barwon Health plan, it's a plan for the health of Barwon.
Well, it was really informative about where Barwon Health is heading. And of course, as you may know, Geelong and the wider Geelong region is a growing area, both in terms of population and also an ageing population. So health is increasingly becoming more important in people's lives, and it's good to see that Barwon Health has a strategy going forward, and as a state government obviously we're supporting Barwon Health the best that we can.
So what do you think about the Barwon Health Strategic Plan?
I think it's terrific. What I was really interested in is the values and the cooperation across the region. I think sometimes organisations of that ilk can be focused on what they do and they do alone. This is a different plan. This is about talking about collaboration across the region and running those values through the organisation. I think that's important. These guys have acknowledged that. It's saying it's about people. It's not about us. It's not about the professionals. It's about the people. So I think that's a good sign.
And to quote Dr David Ashbridge, rosy future, only a heartbeat away. With the plans for extensive redevelopment of the Geelong Regional Library, funding in the vicinity of $40 million is still required. Andria Cozza spoke with Councillor Cameron Granger.
The City of Greater Geelong has committed to upgrading the services of Geelong Library and the Herritige Centre and is seeking further funding from the state and federal governments. News Geelong spoke to Cameron Granger about the upgrade.
The council has committed $20 million towards a new library heritage centre, which will be housed in one building on the current site of the Geelong Library in Johnson's Park. It wouldn't actually be any larger than the current footprint, including some of the tiling around it, because we don't want to encroach into Johnson's Park. But it would be basically a new multi-level facility that would house a brand new library with new rooms that could be used for community consultation, used by community members, or even small businesses using laptops, plus a new heritage centre which would house all of the records that the repository has, which is currently dotted around in regional centres. We've got some of it stored in Ballarat. We want to actually bring it back to Geelong, so it's easier for Geelong residents to access. So to that end, we're seeking another $15 million from the state government and another $15 million from the federal government to complete the project. Combining the two services, i.e. the library and the heritage centre, would allow some of the staff to assist with both in a dual role. But anything from house records, rate records, for as long as they've been kept in Geelong and around the district, Colac through Golden Plains Shire and the Surf Coast Shire, all of their records are kept with us. The copies of the Geelong Advertiser from about 1850 onward, and a huge collection of photographs. So people are very, very much welcome to come to the Heritage Centre now and look at all of that. But it'll be much more accessible with a new building and new service.
Andria Cozza at the Geelong Regional Library, City Branch for News Geelong.
Thank you, Andria. Some spectacular sights have been seen this week along our Great Ocean Road. Many flocked to catch a view of a pod of 3 southern right whales frolicking off the Torquay beach over the past few days. Debbie Meaney went along to catch a glimpse.
Every year in Australia in winter, along the coast, you can come and see whales, a free spectacle. I have with me today Trevor Doolan, an ex-cray fisherman, to come to talk to us about it. So Trevor, there's been some exciting things happening out there. Can you tell us a bit about what you saw the other day?
Yes, well appears to be a female southern right whale with a calf. Also, it appears like that we had a male calf a little bit further out, and they've been hovering around the bay here now probably for 3 days, probably resting up until they head further south down back to Antarctica.
So what line do they usually take? Where do they go?
Oh, look, they often follow the coastline, right around the southern part of Australia.
And what season, what time of year are they usually here?
Yeah, from May, June, July seems to be the period that we mainly see them heading back down south. And they're a southern right whale as a main one. We do see the black and white killer whales, the orcas. They're probably a little more less frequent, but yeah, you do see pods of them up to 5 at a time.
So everyone should keep their eyes out and enjoy the beautiful spectacle we have here.
Yeah. When they come, they often stay for a day or two, maybe 3 days before they move on again with their calf. Yeah, it's good. It's good for the town.
This is Debbie Meaney in Torquay for News Geelong.
Thank you, Debbie. This is News Geelong on this Friday evening as we go to a break and return with sport and weather after this.